Hey y'all, and welcome back to another tech video. And today we're doing our first episode of Tech from the Future. So today we are going to be looking at the revamp, or whatever you call it, of the Motorola RAZR, the Moto RAZR 5G. Let's get on with the video. First of all, very sorry if you hear any white noise. Yeah, hopefully you don't hear any white noise or weird noise, since the printer is printing a benchy. Hopefully I can show an image, might be copyrighted, but I don't think so. So yeah, I'll show you all the finished product if it ends within the time. So first of all, I got 4 categories. First is the specs, second is the form factor, and then third is the durability, and fourth is just everything that don't fit into that category, just some of the random stuff. Okay, so specs. Okay, so the operating system, it ships with Android 10, but I have upgraded mine to Android 11, and the sensors, accelerometer, magnetometer, I don't know. Wow, I don't know that one. Oh, it's a compass. A gyroscope, barometer, ultrasonic something, proximity something, ambient light, and SAR. Processor is the Qualcomm 765G, Arduino 620 GPU. Okay, so it basically has the Qualcomm 765G chip. I don't think it's the fastest chip, but honestly, this phone, I've played stuff from Minecraft to just every day using it, and actually, Minecraft is the only game that I think uses up most of the phone's functionality now, especially since the new update basically doubled what it has to do. So it runs much smoother than the iPhone X, which has been my past daily driver, but it's not as fast as like an iPhone 13 Pro Max. But I don't really notice much of those things. All I can say is, if you're going to buy this phone, spec nerds, no, it's not gonna be so slow. Yeah, it's pretty light too. That's mainly the specifications. To round that one all up, it's not gonna, you're never really going to notice that it's slow. I actually think it's fast from going from a 2017 iPhone X. That's just my opinion. And it's sort of light, honestly. Like, it's light compared to nowadays smartphones, or at least nowadays flagships. Okay, now, form factor. Well, yeah, it's basically a smartphone that can fold, well, in half. So, the form factor, there are 2 so far of the foldables that are popular. There's the more popular, and more brands make this type, which is the foldable. It is a tablet that can fold down into a smartphone. Then there's the clamshell, which is, well, what the RAZR is, where it folds down all the way into, well, half the size, like a little pocket square. So that's the form factors that y'all need to choose between. If you are going to get a foldable or flippable, the foldables, so the tablet ones are more expensive. So yeah, there's that, and then also they're just bigger, they're really heavy. So that's why I like the RAZR form factor better. And of course we have to include the hinge. Now I'm going to put this up to the mic. Sorry, I'm gonna try to stop hitting it, by the way. That time it literally didn't crack at all. Yeah, sorry, the mic's so sensitive that I didn't even hear that one. I'm closing it, nothing. Now there, I don't know if y'all could hear that, but there's a tiny little crack if you do it very slow. But this is how it's meant to be opened, a flip phone. You do it like this, close it like that. And there's no cracks, and it's very rigid. If I try to if I just do this, it's very rigid. I'm never worrying, if it'll ever come loose. But I've only had this for, 2.5 weeks. But I will do, monthly updates on it. Okay, so that's basically it with the form factor, except we missed one key thing. The outer display. That's mainly if you're choosing between the two most popular, since there was a third one. Huawei makes one as of this point, but you can only buy it in China. It looks really cool, but it's mainly your two options are the Samsung Z Flip 3, which has a display I'd say half this size, and in my testings, the functionality isn't as good. There's not as much stuff that you can do on this. It's like literally I can run Minecraft on this. I can do Sonic or the weather or YouTube. Actually, I watch YouTube videos more on the outer display than the inner display. So it's very useful. Plus, you can take the best selfies. And by the way, camera is at the 4th category, so you can skip to this timestamp, or it might be somewhere on the display, to go to the camera. Okay, so to rate the outer display, to improve it, I don't really think they could improve it, other than, I guess, just some apps are glitchy on it, but it's like, just like YouTube isn't meant to run on that display. It literally says a warning, like this will probably run very poorly, but it runs fairly good. Just there's a few quirks in it, so just keep in mind that some apps might not work, but it'll probably work fine. So now let's get to the 3rd category, which is durability. Now, I'm no jailbreak everything or drop test person, I don't know. I don't normally do that, so I can't really fully say the durability, but on the extreme scale, I'm saying I can't say the durability on. But I'm using it like, well, a normal human would use it, and so far, and this is my 3rd time doing this since the mic cut off. Hopefully that doesn't happen with this take. So in the right light, you can see there's some bumps in it for where I've done it, but honestly you can't feel them or see them unless if it's like sunset. Like literally, that's the only time that you can see them. Nothing bad's happened, and actually yesterday there was a few drops of water, and even one on this side part right here. Everything works fine. I just wiped it off, and it seems to be fine. So you can have a few drops of water on it, and it will be totally fine. Now, how does the hinge fare? Since I've only had it for a tiny amount of time, so it should act fairly the same. And, well, it does act fairly the same. Sometimes it creaks, but that always happened, as you heard in that past thing. So, yes. And by the way, kudos to Motorola for doing this little teardrop thing. I'll try to get a little cutaway, but it's so awesome, like, how it kind of, like, goes down. Anyways, yes, there hasn't been much stuff, but in the back, there's just like a gouge, or I don't know, whatever you call it. But yeah, there's just a few scratches on the back Gorilla Glass 6 or Victus. I don't know. I'll put it on the display. But yes, so and I've also got one on the chin. I've also got a little scratch. But other than that, you'll probably be fine, unless if you're trying to like pull it apart. Or you drop it. Oh, by the way, I did drop it, and it's totally fine still. So if you drop it from just like, I don't know, a few feet, you'll be fine. I've done more than that, but as of what I've done, you'll be fine. Okay, now to the 4th category. All the other stuff. And I think what y'all, well, are very excited for, hopefully. It's probably one of my favorite parts in one of these. The camera. Okay, so I went from using, well, I mean, I don't really use a smartphone daily, because I'm just like a kid. I don't really have a use for it. I just use them for like small iPads, basically, since the iPad's like too big. But so the camera, compared to just a normal, like maybe, 2019, either flagship or nowadays, like kind of mid-range one, it's really good compared to them. And what I was getting into in the very beginning of this segment was I don't use a phone normally, but whenever I do use the camera, I'm always so used to an iPhone for there being just a few modes. But right here, your photo modes are portrait, spot color, night vision, cinematograph, panorama, group selfie, live filter, and pro mode. So there is also for video, pro mode I love since you can control like the ISO, basically everything on just a DSLR. And for video, you just got your average slow motion, time lapse, of course video, and spot color video. Now I do love spot color because you can select what you want to not remove, and then it will just keep that part not black and or it'll keep that part colored and everywhere else black and gray. It's really cool. And night vision, well, it's not the best. I haven't tried it too much. I've done a few pictures with it, but of course it's not like an iPhone 13 Pro Max. But if you get this camera, again, it's not like you'll hate the camera. It'll be fine. The front-facing camera, it isn't the best, but why ever use that? Because it's double shake, and then you get to the front camera. It is the main camera. You can use the main camera for your selfies, and it'll be. Oh, you can also use all the other modes with it, or well, most of them. And well, actually, yeah, you can do about all of them. And well, it's really good. It's much better than any other selfie camera as of now that you can get, since it's, well, the main flagship part, or the camera, whatever you call it. And then plus, well, let's get to the other stuff. And it's future level, since I will do that for all of my future tech videos. Well, it's basically just like a normal phone open, even though I do think a feature that it wasn't intended on, I don't think, but I do like whenever I'm playing something with two joysticks right here, just to like fold it and play like that. So, yeah, that's what I would rate it. I'd say a 7 out of 10 for like a future level. So, if once I get the update on, I'm gonna do it on Google Glass. This is from 2014, so it's not really future, but it's like future form factor, kind of, is what it is. It's like that phone ain't from the future. It was like released a year ago. So yes, just for y'all go in the comments. And back on with this is, well, one of the shortcomings with it. Not shortcomings, I don't know what you'd call it, but the speaker isn't as good as, well, you know, like other smartphones, even around this, or like around this time. It's not bad, and it, like, honestly, I don't even know why I'm saying this, because I'm just looking for something to nitpick about it, since I think with a review, like, other than just saying, oh yeah, this is a great phone, see you in the next one. Yeah, I have to say something that's like meh about it, and I guess that's just the speaker. And from other reviews, I guess some people have said it's worse than the 2019 RAZR, but I can't say that since I've never tried the 2019 RAZR. So, yeah, I think that's it. Hopefully y'all like this video. I will definitely do some updates, like, you know, 2 months, 6 months, and just show y'all how it fares. I'm excited to see the third version, because honestly, this is my favorite phone, like, in quite a while. Actually, yeah, this is my favorite phone probably ever. I mean, I just love the form factor with it, and how the hinge mechanism works and that it slides in there. So yeah, thank y'all for watching. See y'all in the next video. And yeah, goodbye. I am doing a fundraiser for the ACCF. It is the Atlanta Cancer Care Foundation, and basically every subscriber that I gain, I donate another $1 to them, and it helps the families who have had their loved ones who have had cancer. So $1 equals 1 subscriber.